Hi, I'm Margaret, and welcome to Garden School. I was doing a little bit of cleanup on my front porch, and in a planter I had a heuchera plant, a lime green one that looked so pretty through spring and fall and even into autumn, but it doesn't look very good now. It's it's Veterans Day weekend, November, and it doesn't look very good, and I thought, well, maybe I should just groom it up. Well, I'm going to show you what happened when I tried to do that. So here's my heuchera and my crock planter. I have a little bird's nest tucked in there. But when I was gonna just take off some of these leaves that are all browning, this is what I discovered. It is there is nothing below the ground level here. Now I know that, so thus the appearance of it. I understand that heucheras do have a tendency to do that. They can kind of rot off or die off right at the root level. Well, I guess I should do something because that looks really open and empty. Not the best thing for an entryway. So what happened to this heuchera? Why did this happen? Well, this is a little puzzling to me. I don't see any evidence of insects or slugs or weevils or anything like that in the soil. Now, the soil itself is very, very peaty in this container, so it's really moist in there right now. It's not wet at this point, but I wonder if I may have overwatered, and it is in a container. I may have overwatered, and with that very peaty soil, a lot of peat moss in there, it may have just held too much moisture, and it could be root rot. It's just really a puzzle to me. I just haven't the answer to this. So again, here's the base of the plant. If I work it apart, I can see, even some little growth there where maybe roots are starting to grow or shoots. I don't think I would try to cultivate that. So I'm just not sure. I think what I might do, look around a little bit more in that planting medium that's in that container, investigate a little bit more. I might even lift the container out and see if there's water underneath in that larger container. That would give me a clue. So, kind of puzzling. That's a puzzle, but I still have a container with an empty space in it right by my entryway. I think I'm gonna have to go to the nursery, and I might just take this along with me and see if somebody there has a little bit more information that they can help me with. Well, I had to incorporate the knowledge of somebody here at the nursery who confirmed with me that it wasn't insects or critters that were causing the demise of that heuchera. It was an environmental situation. So perhaps in the summer, too dry, and then overwatering periodically so that the peat moss in that medium got a little bit too moist for it. And so I opted to replace that heuchera with a fern. This is a tassel fern, and I do have a lot of ferns in containers on my front porch area, so I think this will do really well. Let's go home and put it in. This tassel fern is going to do great in this container, I think. It's going to have the part shade that it needs, and I think that this will be okay Here, as I remember to water it, ferns can be kind of tolerant of some drought. This one in particular said it prefers afternoon shade, so I think that's going to be a really good place for it. So when you're stumped by a problem in the garden that you're discovering and just can't put your finger on what the answer is, you might have a suspicion but you can't get confirmation, go and ask somebody at a nursery. Do a little bit more research to try and find out and get confirmation of what you suspect is the issue. Like that person at the nursery said, the horticulturist, she did say that it wasn't a pest issue. I didn't see any pests, and she suspected it was environmental, having to do with the watering. Well, I think I agree with her, or she agreed with me. Anyway, we confirmed one another on that. Well, don't be afraid to ask for help if you need help in diagnosing a problem. Well, there is always more to learn in the garden. Bye-bye.